really gone? Good morning, okay. 7:07. Happy Thursday to you. If you're just getting up, maybe you're about to get out the door, maybe you're, I don't know, shampooing or conditioning or whatever it is you're doing right now. I don't know.
Laying in bed listening to us. Whatever you're doing, enjoy your day.
We're going to get a look at the streets at about 7:15 with Jeff, see what's going on out there in the world. Dry morning this morning. I think we'll observe 3-second rule on the driving.
I think so. Yeah, dry.
No fog this morning like yesterday?
Beautiful sunrise on my drive in. Yeah.
It's still dark by the time
I know. I come in quite late.
Sun's got like a 2-minute window of when it finally kind of, hey, I'm the sun.
Yeah, it was beautiful. So I get to see it because I roll in at 7:02. And I get to see the sunrise on my way in. It was beautiful, though. It was beautiful sunrise this morning. So good morning, everybody.
Absolutely. Lost Worlds Brewing is going to be joining us at 7:30. They have a event coming up.
Yeah, an event that you guys might be interested in, too.
It may help us out.
It may help you. The Procrastinators Market. If you like to wait till the last minute, like my husband does, this weekend, Procrastinators Market, we're going to hear all about it. Sounds like a good time, though.
It sounds like it's definitely going to be a useful resource for a lot of folks. Graystone Lodge, Gray, GraystonLodge.com. We're going to be chatting with them and see what's going on in the high country happenings. Graystone Lodge, a beautiful boutique hotel located in Boone, North Carolina. Gray, GraystonLodge.com. Check it out. Always a standing 15% discount. And they had some other discounts going on over the past few weeks. We'll find out what's going on in their world, the events taking place in the high country. Again, a wonderful lodging location there in Boone, North Carolina, conveniently located on Highway 105. Western North Carolina is open for business.
Yes.
So keep that in mind as you're traveling around in the holiday season and everything else in your world. A couple days ago, we started with the drones. I do want to, again, this is normally a topic that would be in the adult hour.
The 8 o'clock hour. Mm-hmm.
However, the continuing resolution, did it hit your timeline at all? What was going on in Congress at all yesterday?
No, I think I just mentally removed it from my timeline when it comes by. The only thing that I did watch is somebody in New Jersey has made the drone like meal, and it's just a bread bowl full of pasta.
What? The
I'll
drone meal?
I'll show it to you later. That's it. That's the only thing that hit my timeline.
I do put spaghetti in burritos, but we'll talk about that later. But Doge, and this isn't really a Doge post, it's Vivek and Elon. And we had talked about it a little bit yesterday, I think I mentioned it, that some of the Congress folks were trying to load the 1,500-page spending bill.
Into some sort of AI so they could get the summary of it, right?
That's exactly right. And I don't know if that ended up happening online. However, Vivek and Elon are reading this stuff, and Vivek says he read it, and he made this post yesterday talking about what was contained in the 1,500-page continuing resolution.
Congress is about to pass a bill that blows away your taxpayer money, but they made it over 1,500 pages long so you wouldn't read it. I did you a favor. I read it for you. It's supposed to be about keeping government operations open and providing disaster relief aid to hurricane victims, which I'm sympathetic to. But if you read the bill carefully, it contains pay raises for members of Congress, and I'm not making this up, an expansion of their federal health benefits. It contains all kinds of special interests and pork funding, including opening up a new stadium in Washington, D.C. It renews the Global Engagement Center, which is a key node of the censorship industrial complex. And the worst part is, they didn't want you to know about any of it, and that's why they made this a last-minute jam job. The reason I'm co-heading Doge is I think we need outsiders to bring actual accountability to Washington, D.C. So feel free to call your congressman and let him know how you feel about it. Congress is about to pass a bill
really
that
wild.
blows away
My
your taxpayer money.
timeline since, late afternoon yesterday through this morning is people just throwing haymakers back and forth at each other, saying, hey, you agreed to this. You said you would do this. This is bipartisan. You hear that word a lot. It's bipartisan.
Right. That's a word people use all the time. Yeah.
But Speaker Johnson, Mike Johnson, who's Republican, right? He's as far as the House goes and all that, right? The Republicans are in control, so they have the Speaker of the House, and so Mike Johnson is the Speaker of the House, and supposedly he's the one kind of calling the shots, putting together this stuff behind the scenes. He also made, he came out and made his comments as well about the continuing resolution as well.
are. But in this case, it makes sense because if we push it into the first quarter of next year, then we have a Republican-controlled Congress and President Donald J. Trump back in the White House will be able to have more say over the funding decisions for 2025. Now, that would have been an easier thing to do, but then we had circumstances outside of our control. We had these emergencies that are required. So we had, as you know, a record hurricane season. We had Helene and Milton, and they just did massive destruction across our red states, frankly, in the southeast and the eastern side of the country. And then we've had farmers who are in jeopardy of permanently going under. They've had 3 lost years in a row because of Bidenomics and inflation and other circumstances outside of their control. And so when you cobble those two things together, there's a desperate need for that aid, and that's what adds another $100+ billion to the bill, and that's why everybody's uncomfortable with it. I am too. We have a massive deficit and debt problem, of course, in this country. We can begin to address that and shrink the size and scope of government in January with Republican control, but we've got to bridge the gap to get there, and we cannot leave our small farms and ranchers and our people who are devastated by the hurricanes out in the meantime. So that's the difficult part about this. That's what people are really struggling with, and I am too, but we have a responsibility here, and that's legislating.
So it seems like the two sides, the Republicans, at least consistently, are saying, hey, this is as far as hurricane relief efforts, farmers as well, related to them in some way, shape, or form. And the Democrats want a stadium. Is that?
I couldn't understand what the stadium was for just by listening to it. What is the stadium for? Just like government sports?
I don't know if it's if it's baseball versus football, does that matter? Does that change your thoughts on it?
I just want to know what they're going to do with it. Are they going to be just for them to like play sports?
I think
those guys are going to break hips like crazy if they're out there playing football.
Something that we as Americans haven't explored yet. Now, we've taken on pickleball, and that I would say has been a positive experience for a lot of folks.
Absolutely.
Cricket is one that we haven't started yet.
We need to explore that one.
It's certainly.
This is a cricket stadium that the government.
India? It's really big in India, I think.
I think so.
And other parts of the world, it's possible that maybe they want to explore that.
Sri Lanka. Is it
They're
popular
doing big
in
things
South
over
Africa
there, aren't they?
too? Bill, do you know?
Oh, it's huge in South Africa.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it's about.
Cricket's coming.
Adding cricket to our
starting
country.
in D.C.
Yeah. Senator Tillis did make a post. He didn't have a video, but he made a post. If congressional leaders intend to leave D.C. before the holidays without passing disaster recovery, they should be prepared to spend Christmas in the Capitol. I'll use every tool available to block a CR that fails Western North Carolina, communities in need of long-term certainty. So a battle of wits. This is the one interesting thing, though, from my perspective for this. We talked about it. Okay, Elon, obviously from a technology, being a billionaire, all that kind of stuff. This is kind of one of those first moments the Democrats are leaning into the language that, hey, this is Elon controlling the government is what their claim is right now. How it shakes out, and if President Trump, he's made it very clear, quit spending all this garbage.
Keep it right here. Justin, Bill, and Mamie will be right back with more Good Morning LKN on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, a partly cloudy sky overnight. Still keep an eye out for a passing shower or two as temperatures fall off into the 40s. We're much cooler as we round out the rest of the work week. Partly cloudy, low to mid-50s for our Thursday, then tracking another cold front on the way for Friday. We'll see some extra clouds, only warm up to around 50 again, but keep an eye out for a few passing showers. Then we're just downright cold. Get into the upcoming weekend. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from local businesses like Graystone Lodge in Boone.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Friday night, downtown Mooresville welcomes everyone to their Mistletoe Sip and Shop. The unique businesses will be offering open houses, store specials, deals, gifts, treats, and the Harmony Grits Quartet. Bring your favorite people and enjoy shopping small this holiday season in the heart of Mooresville. The Mistletoe Sip and Shop is Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. along Main and Broad Streets in downtown Mooresville. Saturday is the annual Lake Norman Lighted Christmas Boat Parade. The parade will start at Blythe Landing, continue past Ramsey Creek Park and the Peninsula Yacht Club, with the Duke Energy Explorium being the grand finale. The event will be collecting toys for Little Smiles, who work with area children's hospitals to make sure children in their care have toys all year long. Please bring an unwrapped toy if you are attending. Santa and food trucks will be at the Explorium. For details, please email cbaycharlotte@gmail.com or search for the annual Lake Norman Lighted Christmas Boat Parade on Facebook. Speedway Christmas at Charlotte Motor Speedway is happening now through Sunday, January 5th. The light show features more than 5 million lights synchronized to music on a 4-mile course through the oval, pit road, and infield, plus a festive Christmas village. The show runs nightly from 6 to 10 p.m., rain or shine. Drive-in movies are shown on the gigantic Speedway TV Thursdays through Sundays. Speedway Christmas tickets and information are available at charlottemotorspeedway.com. From our WSIC family to yours, we wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy holiday season. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
They're back. More of Justin, Bill, and Mamie now. It's Good Morning LKN from WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 7:18. Happy Thursday to you. If you're just hitting the streets, let's see what's going on out there. RideICATS.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte, cruising in the HOV lane with Jeff. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Good morning. 77 southbound between mile marker 39 and 38. There was a disabled vehicle in the left-hand lane. They've got it off to the right-hand side, but traffic is really moving slow between Troutman and Mooresville this morning. Back up in that area. Besides that, everything was looking good. 77 north and south. Traffic is getting heavier. You'll have your typical slowdowns in the Huntersville area. Secondary roads, Statesville, Troutman, Mooresville, I've not heard of any issues. So hope everybody has a great Thursday.
Okay, patient pants required, 77 southbound, but at least no fog. Rain's not there. We'll go with the 3-second rule if you give approval on that, Jeff.
Oh, yeah, and it's nice to be able to see the traffic today.
That's right.
That is nice, yeah.
Great to hear from you, Jeff. We'll chat with you about 8:15.
All right, you guys have a great morning.
You too, sir. RideICATS.com. Alternative transportation. $1 from your front door on Thursdays to go to Winston-Salem and $1 to get back. RideICATS.com. Schedule your appointment today. Definitely got to use some patient pants if you got a disabled vehicle between mile marker 39 and 38. It's the last thing you want to roll up on.
That's right.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird's a winner. Well, the bird is a winner.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Word of the day.
Today's word of the day on this December is it the 18th or 19th?
Today is the 19th.
That'll give you 6 days till Christmas.
True.
5 shopping days. However, on our next segment, I think we got an even better opportunity that I might have to be taking advantage of this weekend. Today's word of the day, and forgive me here, Aximus.
Aximus?
Axismus.
Axismus.
Axismus. Let's see how the computer says.
Sounds like Christmas.
Yeah.
Is it an alternate Christmas?
Axismus.
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 Excusmus.
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 This word applies to
Merry Christmas.
Merry Xmas. Merry Xmas. All right, we're dealing with a noun here. All right, it's a very rare word. I've never seen this word. Axismus.
It's a rare word?
I'm calling it a rare word. I've never seen it. I've been looking at words my whole life.
It's like a Jigglypuff in Pokemon
Right.
talk memes.
Yeah, nope, I don't know. Nope, I'm stuck on Christmas.
Axismus. It's a hunker down noun here.
Okay.
Acismus. Axismus.
And in case you're confused, this is word of the day. Bill gives us a word, we guess the definition, but we don't guess. We use our craniums and the context clues. Speaking of context clues, gonna need a couple because I don't think I've ever heard this word.
I've never heard this word.
Rare word. Sounded pretty rare. Mamie praised Justin as the... Oh, sorry, that is from yesterday. Justin, this is a new... Kindler. Justin's Axismus was on full display during Good Morning LKN when he pretended not to want the last donut, even though everyone knew he was eyeing it all morning.
The humbleness?
That's
No,
shenanigans.
And I will say that was a
That was not a good example or
that
a
was
great
a
example?
great example there. I have
True
a-
colors. I see your true colors.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to get my other sentence here.
Donuts bring out the best in me.
Right, so Ckezepis. Let me read that one again. Justin's Ckezepis was on full display during Good Morning LKN when he pretended not to want the last donut, even though everyone knew he was eyeing it all morning.
Ability to drool.
No, the definition of Ckezepis, it's a useful term for pretending to be disinterested in something when you actually want it.
That's a really good. I didn't know there was a word for that, but now there is.
Ckezepis. Find it right here. Good Morning LKN, WSIC, every morning at about 7:22. We'll show you a word you might not have ever seen before. Ckezepis.
Pretending to be disinterested. So,
But when
like,
you
I don't
really
want any
are.
gifts. I don't want any gifts.
yeah.
You know, for this Christmas.
Look, babe, let's not get each other anything for
Right.
Christmas.
Right.
But really, you want something?
I'm not the one who initiated that
Yeah.
sentence.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Me, I don't even know what day it is. So
Right.
it's oh, it's Christmas.
Ckezepis.
Happy birthday, Jesus. What do we get him?
Christmas really, like, we could really use that too for Christmas gifts. Like,
Merry Xmas
Yes.
and happy holidays.
If you're pretending to be disinterested in getting someone's gift, but you know you've got to get a gift, Lost Worlds Brewing might have the solution for you. They're going to be in here talking about their Procrastinators
Yes.
market. That's what Bill was teasing a little bit earlier.
Ooh, I did tease.
They'll be joining us at 7:30. Graystone Lodge 8:30. Patrick Reynolds 8:45. So that's word of the day. Bill gives us a word. We guess the definition. Ckezepis. Ckezepis.
Let's hear it again.
Ckezepis.
Ckezepis. Ckezepis.
Ckezepis.
Ckezepis.
God, the guy that says it sounds so smart.
Ckezepis.
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 Sounds like somebody who wears like glasses
Ckezepis.
and then takes them off and kind of puts the end of it in his mouth when he talks to you, and he's like, "Yes, you ever heard the word Ckezepis?"
Ckezepis.
Ckezepis.
It's a noun, so you can't conjugate it, right?
I can, but that's a different
I mean, you
conversation.
can, but-
Pretending to be disinterested. All right, see if you can use it in the day. We'll see if we can use it throughout the day. We may or may not be able to. I told you about the NASCAR lawsuits. We've gone over that a couple times. There is another update on this. So 2311 and Front Row Motorsports have obtained the preliminary injunction to race as chartered teams in 2025, as well as for approval of the Stewart-Haas Racing charter transfers. So this is definitely this was like a big step, I think, at least if as far as the process of, hey, will these teams be able to continue forward simultaneously with a 2025 season in addition to carrying on the lawsuit? It appears, yes, that will continue to happen. The judge ruled today 2311 and Front Row can sign the charter agreements, pursue the lawsuit. NASCAR must let them sign the charters. They can also purchase a charter from Stewart-Haas Racing, and NASCAR must approve the transfer to them. So a little, composure happening here.
So is it just about like one? I'm sorry, I'm still
okay.
confused on this one. I'm still really confused. Okay, the charter is just the ability to have the car or the team.
It's a good question. I think it's the charter is somehow
No,
linked to
wait.
the rights of racing, right? Like
we
being
can
involved.
we could put a pin on this.
Yeah. Patrick Reynolds.
Patrick Reynolds
8:45.
will be here. I
Yeah.
can ask him these questions again, but I think it's. Yeah, I'm just very confused about the charter. Why is it called a charter?
So that's just what they call basically like the license to be a part of the
To
sport.
be a part of the
It's
sport.
like NFL owners, right? There's an NFL team. The
Okay.
ownership votes on when you get a new owner, type thing.
So this is more about the team versus.
This is the people who make
individual.
money in the equation, right? Because it's
Oh,
all about
gosh.
the dollars. That NASCAR
Yes.
gets all the money, right? Is what they're claiming. The team's like, well, wait a second, we're doing all this work all season long, right? We're spending all these dollars on marketing. We've got sponsors. We've got to travel. We've got drivers. We're the ones doing the work, NASCAR. Why are you getting all the money? That's the question.
It's like showing up to school and having to give a bully your lunch money every day.
Okay.
Now the teams might get to actually buy their own lunch and enjoy it for themselves.
Okay.
And it's at an interesting time. We mentioned, Michael Jordan coming into the scene, right? I don't think that's, that there was conversations obviously happening behind the scenes, knowing that some of these steps, right, were going to happen as part of this process of him getting involved in the sport. And couple that with Stewart Haas Racing, obviously making the decision to be done, no longer having their charters, they're able to sell them off. Okay, so you couple that with the teams that are fighting NASCAR, and NASCAR trying to throw more haymakers. Hey, court, in addition, don't let them buy the new charters. We don't want them doing that either, because, again, that's more dollars, that's more teams, more sponsors, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, trying to cut off the faucet. But for right now, we're continuing on. They will race, and they will be able to be under the new charters. So we'll see how it continues to develop over the days. We've talked about Charlotte Hornets. I think I found a way maybe to help them, at least the fan experience, because, Bill, you were upset about the water bottles, and that makes sense. Me, I don't even know if I'd buy the water because it's like, what, $14 for a bottle of water?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't even get to close my nice water.
So the Phoenix Suns may have figured it out.
This is huge, man. I saw this. This makes me want to see what it would cost to get a flight to Phoenix
to go see a game.
For your annual membership.
$2.99. You can go to every single game and get season tickets. Now, what are the ticket prices going up? 100%.
That's a fair question. Although you could probably scalp some basketball tickets. It's a pretty cheap day of.
They play so many different games too. They play so many games. You could probably get a good deal on some. Not scalp though. Buy in the resale market.
Oh, it's not called scalping anymore?
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know. Maybe they changed the term. A $2 value menu, though.
That's unbelievable.
And it will be it for all of the home games for the Phoenix Suns. $2 hot dog. Watch out, Costco. 16-ounce Dasani, normally $8.50.
Dang, they might even be more expensive outside the stadium now.
Yeah, I think so.
So bring people into the stadium.
Yeah, $2.50 for a bottle of water at the convenience store.
Right.
The hot dog was $9. It's $2. 16-ounce fountain soda was $6.50. Now $2.
Wow.
Bag of chips, $7. Now down to $2. Bag of popcorn, $7. Now down to $2.
So I went to the Panthers game, right?
Yeah.
Stadium pricing on food, and I got like a buffalo chicken wrap.
You got a buffalo chicken wrap at Bank of America? That's a $40 wrap right there.
It was
at least,
pretty
right?
good. It was $8.
Oh, okay, all right.
It was $8. It was small. It was my size. It was my size of food.
A bite.
Yeah, it was like 3 bites. That I got some Cheetos and some Skittles and a couple of drinks. Like $45 for everything, right? So then we're leaving, and it's just a standard bag of Cheetos, a little thing of Skittles, like nothing, not huge or anything. We're walking out. I was like, "You want to toss those?" I was like, "No, pay like $9 for these." I ate my Skittles last night. I was like, "These are the most expensive Skittles."
We
I've
will
ever had.
eat these for leftovers.
Listen, we are not letting this money go to waste. We're gonna enjoy this food.
Yeah, it's big time though. $2.
$2. That's amazing.
I don't know. Last time I saw a $2 item at a event.
An event? No.
Just in general, just throw that generally speaking. Unless you go to Costco for the event every single day.
hot dog, yeah. Saturday.
Go
Saturday
Suns. I
event.
hope this works out, and I hope the rest of the league picks up.
Absolutely.
More Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie is on the way from 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Well, more beautiful and dry weather on the way as we go throughout the rest of the week, starting to warm things up gradually each day, too. Plenty of sunshine. We'll be in the low 70s for our Tuesday afternoon, dropping back into the low to mid-50s with a clear sky overnight. Heading into Wednesday and, of course, into Thursday for Halloween, temperatures climb on up through the 70s, close to 80 for Halloween Day, cooling off likely into the upper 60s for trick-or-treating. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Are you in constant pain, under constant stress? Just need a moment away? Repeat after me. Serenity Now Massage Therapy. SerenityNowMassageandWellness.com with locations in Mooresville and Cornelius.
Now is the right time to buy or sell your home. I'm Matt Madison with Madison & Company Realty. With high interest rates, low inventory, and a lot of people moving to our area.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird's a winner, when the bird is a winner.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
7700. Visit us online at MadisonCompanyRealtyNC.com. Madison and Company Realty, we've got you covered.
Make your work easier with Eagle Rentals of Troutman and Statesville. Eagle Rentals has generators, heaters, fans, painting equipment, floor care equipment, pressure washers, lighting equipment, and lawn care equipment. Plus, Eagle Rentals has construction equipment like forklifts, bobcat loaders, backhoes, excavators, and more. Reserve online at EagleRentals.com. That's EagleRentals.com. When you have problems with your heating system, you need SHA Mechanical. Serving the region since 1975, SHA will make sure your system always stays in the best condition. Visit SHA Mechanical online at shamechanical.com. Got a Toyota? Get it serviced at Quality Car Care of Statesville. Looking for a great pre-owned vehicle? Quality Car Care has you covered at 2040 Old Mountain Road. Visit QualityCarCareStatesville.com.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
This is Daniel.
And this is Marsha.
From NC Auto Repair. Keep that car running like new this new year by stopping by NC Auto Repair for all your automotive needs. We're now offering a customer loyalty program for your oil changes. If it's automotive related, we can handle it. Stop by and see us at 1015 Davie Avenue or call us at 980-223-2957, NC Auto Repair. And remember, if you want to go far, you've got to service that car.
It ain't easy being number one, but we make it look good.
WSIC.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Home affordability has worsened over the last 3 months, according to Adam. The report says median-priced homes and condos remain less affordable compared to historical averages in nearly all counties across the nation. Major expenses on median-priced homes consume 34% of the average national wage. Stellantis has decided to delay the introduction of an all-electric pickup. The automaker had already pushed back the all-electric Ram 1500 once to the first half of next year. Now it says the truck won't be available until 2026. The company plans to prioritize the launch of the Ram 1500 Ram Charger and extended range pickup. Nearly a quarter of American adults with rewards credit cards have not redeemed their rewards in the past year. Bankrate says among those who use their rewards, the majority redeemed them for cash back or gift cards. Free flights and hotel stays were other popular options. Jeff Bellinger, Bloomberg Radio.
No radio? No worries.
Just ask Alexa to play WSIC.
Give us a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, again. 7:34. Happy Thursday to you. Almost to the weekend, but here's really what's on everyone's radar. 6 days until, is it 6 days until Christmas? It's the 19th. Six days until Christmas.
5 shopping days then?
Bill and I have been working diligently on our mental list.
Making your mental list,
We have
yes.
been going over it, checking it twice, even thrice some days.
Yeah.
But there's a solution. The Procrastinators Market, and it's at Lost Worlds Brewery. Dave and Sherri joining us this morning. Good to see you both. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning. Looking forward to it.
Okay, so y'all are saving Christmas for the entire town. That's like you told
All
me.
of Lake Norman.
We got our work cut out for us. There's a lot going on this weekend.
Give us the inside. So the Procrastinators Market taking place, is it this Saturday it's happening? Noon to 5, if I have that right. Sunday, noon to 5. Okay, so you actually get another
gosh, you
day.
get an extra
I get
day.
another day of planning
More
thanks to you guys.
procrastination. Absolutely.
See, you can put it off just a little longer, but we're going to save it.
All right, so give us the details. If someone comes to Lost Worlds Brewing and let's say they go to the Procrastinators Market and they're looking around and saying, what can I find for my people at the Procrastinators Market?
Oh my gosh, we have 40 plus vendors. They're all local small businesses. Everything from artisan baked goods, lots of food items, goat cheese, popcorn, hot sauce, all these fun stocking stuffers, jewelry, candles. Everything is handcrafted, so it's great for stocking stuffers, but it's fantastic for if you really have somebody hard to buy for that you wanna give them something special.
And we actually have some of our friends from Western North Carolina who are coming to be there as well. A lot of their
cool.
markets
Oh,
were
that's
shut down, so we're
fantastic.
bringing them into the fold as well this year.
That's the hardest gift to find is not the oh, I know what I want. It's the I don't know, just get me something special.
Yeah.
That's
I
hard.
don't need
It's
anything.
handcrafted.
right. It's for that hard to find person. That
That's
person
right.
that's really,
Come-
really hard to buy for.
Come shop the house, and if you have a beer lover on your list, gift cards, brewery merch, those
So
are
can
also
people
fun
grab
gifts.
a brew while they shop at the Procrastinators Market on Sunday?
It's encouraged, in fact. And we will have some specialty cocktails to kind of go with our theme of bringing, the tropics to Lost Worlds at Christmas time.
You are coordinated on the lays right now.
Yes.
The
And is
lace,
this
the
because
shirts, it works.
Are
We're
we
here.
are we wishing away snow, or is this just to bring a tropical vibe to the lake during the Christmas time? What are we
Well,
doing?
you always have that Christmas in July thing. We said,
Yeah.
let's flip the script on that and let's bring the tropics to December.
There you
this
go.
year.
Let's bring
Oh,
July to
so-
Christmas. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
I'm all for it.
So
Y'all
it's
know
gonna
I'm
be-
a summer lover all year long.
Well, you're
Me
going to love
too.
it. I mean, we're going to have beach music. We're going to have that type of vibe to it. We're going to have the lays. We're going to have it decorated like it's, an outdoor thing in the middle of summer and the heat waves coming through. So it's just, we're putting a twist on having a lot of fun.
Procrastinators Market this Sunday, noon to 5. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Sherri.
I would say umbrellas in the rum drinks too, and Santa will be there.
Oh, really?
Free photos.
Tropical
with
Santa?
Tropical Santa.
All right.
Oh.
All
For
right.
photos. For free photos.
Yeah, there you go. That's this Sunday, noon to 5 at Lost Worlds Brewing. Now, this is at the Cornelius location.
Correct.
This is not at the exciting new Charlotte location.
Not this time, yes. This
Can
time.
give us the insight on Charlotte and Cornelius. How's that going with the multiple locations?
It's going well. Anytime you start off a new venture like that, you learn a lot, and we've learned a ton. And one of the things we've working to do is to bring food to both of our locations as well. So we're partnering with different organizations now to do that. So we're really kicking off some stuff. One of our partners is actually going to be there this Sunday and rolling out a whole new line of sandwiches and that. So we're going to be doing that because I think downtown we're going to hit that lunch vibe a little bit more.
Okay.
So there's a lot going on. It's been a lot of fun. We've learned a lot. We've grown a lot. And the good thing is we're still in business, and that's a great thing this year with so many of the breweries that are struggling.
You a big sandwich guy? Is that like sandwiches? Like is that just easy, or like a PB&J fan, turkey and cheese? Like what do we?
It's all kinds. I mean, this Cuban's the best I've ever had. So we're rolling out the Cuban there.
Love a Cuban sandwich.
There's
yeah.
a little roast beef in there. We got some Reuben. So it's kind of fun for us to experiment.
And it seems like every time I drive down Jeton Extension and I look over, and you guys always have something going on. And if you go to your website, lostworldsbeer.com, and you click on the tap room calendars, you can see you guys are doing stuff almost every day, every month. That's got to be a lot to keep up with, I would imagine.
We have weekly events, monthly events, special events, seasonal. So everything from run clubs to, classes that you can sign up for. I know you did the charcuterie class.
Right, I did the
last year.
charcuterie class last year. I'm in Rotary. We do a lot of our events with you guys as well, and so yeah, just appreciate the involvement with the community too. You're not just there to sell beer and have a good
That's
time. You're
right.
interested in being part of the community.
Yeah,
as
we
well.
take suggestions too. So if anybody has any new ideas, we're always up for that.
Well, you guys also have liquor, not just beer, though, too, right? That's what I think is also a unique aspect of being a brewery.
Absolutely. Liquor, the law passed last year in August of last year, so we could roll liquor into there as a brewery. And so we have beer, wine, liquor, really non-alcoholic drinks as well. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, and we're continuing to grow that as we've grown.
And you've maximized the use of your space because, again, that where you guys are located in Cornelius, people can hang out outside. There's a cool sitting space out there. The food trucks are out there sometimes,
And then
too.
you have the private space as well, right, for events.
Right, private events. And this Sunday, don't be afraid of the temperatures. We got heaters outside. We have
Ooh.
fire pits. So
Toasty.
That's right. That's right. That we use every inch of that space. And then on market days, we do 5 markets a year. 6 next year, because we have a surprise one to announce later. But we take over that whole back lot and have an extension of premise so you can walk around and sip a cocktail or beer or hot chocolate or whatever and shop. And so our markets have become really, really popular and special because we curate each one. It's not the same vendors that come every time. Everyone is different and special.
Sherri, you seem like someone who plans, so I'm not going to offend you, and I'm going to offend Dave. Dave, are you going to be doing some last-minute shopping at the Procrastinators Market?
It's perfect. perfect for like little stocking stuffers and like those gifts. Like, it's not your primary gift. A lot of times it's those secondary and third gifts that, the kids want, little soaps and whatever it might be. It works out great.
I'm getting your primary gift there.
There we go. Yeah.
All right. So this weekend, Sunday, noon to 5, Lost Worlds Brewing, located in Cornelius. It's the Procrastinators Market. A lot of great vendors. You mentioned also Western North Carolina and that there will be some vendors there. I imagine in the brewery space, it's probably got to be a lot smaller than people think. There's probably like deep relationships with a lot of people. How has that been for you guys as you continue to grow the brand and build and do all this fun stuff? What's that like having those kind of relationships?
It's necessary in art because we learn from each other. We share stuff. I mean, we still do a lot of collaborations with other breweries. We have like 2 in the planning right now. So it's building those relationships. And with Western North Carolina, it has a soft spot for us. We've done a lot of fundraising for that and participate with a lot of organizations to drop-offs and that type of activities. We're actually looking to do some collaborations with a lot of Western North Carolina breweries that have struggled through here. So the thing about craft beers, we're not really competitors. We really kind of, when the water rises, we all rise together. So getting people understanding that craft beer is different from the big domestic beer is part of all of our message that we share a responsibility for getting it out there.
And again, utilization of the space. Mames has been to a charcuterie class before. I see the Beer 101 course as well that you guys offer. That's probably my speed. I'm just going to be transparent with you guys. Me, the cup usually just isn't labeled. I just drink it. And so how do you work through that? Give us the 101. If someone said, hey, wait a second, I don't know a lot about beer, but these breweries concept, I like hanging out, love having a good time. Maybe I'll do a class. What does that look like, the Beer 101?
So it's really about just learning about the history of beer, first of all, and understanding that, it started back with the Sumerians and the Egyptians, and that's how they were paid. When they were making the pyramid, you got paid in beer. So, and then it goes forwards to what's the brewing process, because people are always curious about that. And for us, it's great to get that message out there because you understand why it's special for a craft brewery, what's different than big domestic beer, what do we do that's differently? And then we get into a tasting, and we kind of give you the different styles and that. And over time, we want to roll in additional courses as well, like the 200 and 300 level, which you might do, seasonal beers. You might do lagers only and that type of thing. But it's just building awareness about what's unique about craft beer.
You start getting like stripes
I was
on the
gonna
shoulder.
say you're gonna do
or
a
like colored
graduation
belts.
ceremony,
Yes,
hats,
definitely.
masters,
Little
doctors.
diplomas.
Yes,
diplomas.
absolutely.
Of course, yeah.
All right, if you want to see the whole calendar, because everything going on here at Lost Worlds Brewing, there's quite a few events. Go to lostworldsbeer.com, and if you click on the tap room calendars, you can see. And again, people traveling down to Charlotte, too. They got family. Maybe they're exploring the city down the south side below the lake. Charlotte, tell about your Charlotte location. Where is it at? What should people expect when they go there, comparing it to Cornelius?
So our Charlotte location is in the Metropolitan, right off the Sugar Creek Greenway down there. And for us, that's a great location because I keep hoping that Charlotte's going to adopt our greenways and really kind of appreciate them for what they are, kind of like the Swamp Rabbit Trail in Greenville, where it becomes a place you go on the weekends to put some miles in. You can bike, you can run. That's what our run club does. So that's been great for us. The other piece of it is that location is so close to uptown that we get a lot of events hosted by companies downtown, and we have a huge event space there, and we're continuing to curate more of what we call taproom artifacts to make it a more interesting location, and it's just taken off for us from that perspective.
It's an exciting time.
That's
Check
very
out
exciting.
Lost Worlds Brewing, lostworldsbeer.com. This Sunday, though, this is how it's easy way to kick off because, look, let's be honest. It's the holiday season. You got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably checking your list the third time like Bill and I are. Procrastinators Market's for you. This Sunday, noon to 5. You can come on down to Lost Worlds Brewing, located in Cornelius, and see the wonderful vendors that are there. Get some bites, get a little bit of brouhaha. Maybe you prefer something more from the well, or maybe you just want a soda or something else and sit back with that. All the options available. Check out the space and lostworldsbeer.com. Thanks, guys, for coming.
Thank you,
Dave and
guys.
Sherri, thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it for having
Thank
us.
you.
Merry Christmas.
We'll have more Good Morning LKN coming up on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, more beautiful and dry weather on the way as we go throughout the rest of the week, starting to warm things up gradually each day, too. Plenty of sunshine. We'll be in the low 70s for our Tuesday afternoon, dropping back into the low to mid-50s with a clear sky overnight. Heading into Wednesday and, of course, into Thursday for Halloween, temperatures climb on up through the 70s, close to 80 for Halloween Day, cooling off likely into the upper 60s for trick-or-treating. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Friday night, downtown Mooresville welcomes everyone to their Mistletoe Sippin' Shop. The unique businesses will be offering open houses, store specials, deals, gifts, treats, and the Harmony Grits Quartet. Bring your favorite people and enjoy shopping small this holiday season in the heart of Mooresville. The Mistletoe Sippin' Shop is Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. along Main and Broad Streets in downtown Mooresville. Saturday is the annual Lake Norman Lighted Christmas Boat Parade. The parade will start at Blythe Landing, continue past Ramsey Creek Park and the Peninsula Yacht Club, with the Duke Energy Explorium being the grand finale. The event will be collecting toys for Little Smiles, who work with area children's hospitals to make sure children in their care have toys all year long. Please bring an unwrapped toy if you are attending. Santa and food trucks will be at the Explorium. For details, please email cbaycharlotte@gmail.com or search for the annual Lake Norman Lighted Christmas Boat Parade on Facebook. Speedway Christmas at Charlotte Motor Speedway is happening now through Sunday, January 5th. The light show features more than 5 million lights synchronized to music on a 4-mile course through the oval, pit road, and infield, plus a festive Christmas village. The show runs nightly from 6 to 10 p.m., rain or shine. Drive-in movies are shown on the gigantic Speedway TV Thursdays through Sundays. Speedway Christmas tickets and information are available at charlottemotorspeedway.com. From our WSIC family to yours, we wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy holiday season. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Now, back to more of Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning. Okay, 7:48. Thanks again to Dave and Sherri of Lost Worlds Brewing coming in. Now I've got
now
the lay
we're
the rest of the
festive.
day.
Look at us. Christmas. I like summer and December.
That was your vibe right there.
That is all my vibe. Yes, I will be there. I don't need to buy any gifts. I'll just be there pretending like it's summertime.
It's just funny, like, knowing now, like, because when I first asked you, it wasn't on, like, my 7 questions I asked you the first time you came in, like, hey, are you pro snow? I should have asked you that. Like,
yeah,
to know
that might
from
have
the
changed your
onset.
decision for me to
And so I guess it's a
to
good
work
thing
here.
I didn't, because now knowing that you're okay, just like Claudio agrees, like, of never seeing snow again in your life, this is for you. Going tropical themed at Lost Worlds
Exactly
Brewing. And really what it's for is for those extreme planners like
Mhm.
Bill and I,
Mhm.
who spend copious amounts of time thinking through the potential of a great gift for somebody.
My concern, my biggest concern is that you and Bill will be there, and then Rob will definitely be there, and then you guys are just going to pal around and buy nothing.
And still not end up buying the gift.
We had a great time, man. It was awesome. What'd you get? Nothing.
Nothing at all. Lost Worlds Brewing this Sunday, noon to 5. Their Cornelius location. Now, remember, they've got 2, but their Cornelius location, noon to 5. Come out if you're looking for that perfect gift for somebody and you just want also a good time to hang out on a Sunday. It's also a good time for that. We're going to chat with Graystone Lodge at 8:30. Gray, GraystoneLodge.com. Beautiful boutique hotel located in Boone, North Carolina on Highway 105. We check in with them every single week and we say, hey, what's going on up there in the high country? A lot of great events taking place this time of year. This is also prime season for skiing, snowboarding,
Absolutely.
tubing, and the mountains are open. So we're looking forward to chatting with Katie Joe at Graystone Lodge about all the wonderful about all the wonderful things taking place throughout the high country. Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries, you're doing that with Patrick Reynolds every day, 9 to 11 here on the Home Ad Show. We'll chat with him about 8:45. Also have an update on the shootout in Charlotte that I had mentioned to you the other day. Remember the kids were on the school bus and there was 2 kids shooting at each other. So CMPD did arrested Paris Lewis Bynum for Monday's school bus shooting. 7th arrest in Mecklenburg County since September 2022. Past charges include robbery with a dangerous weapon and possession of a stolen firearm as a felon. Now he's being held on no bond. That's from Joe Brunel. there on X. I wanted to give you that. Also, the gentleman, and I don't even know if it's okay to call him that. Luigi, the guy, the alleged person who shot the United Health CEO, he has been officially charged at this point. I think there was 3 charges, I want to say. One obviously being murder.
Murder as an act of terrorism.
Murder as an act of terrorism is
Yikes.
an interesting one there. So a couple of charges coming his way,
Yeah, that's a
obviously,
tough one.
as well. Did you see the potential of Conor McGregor and Logan Paul going at it?
No.
Because Jake Paul and Logan Paul are brothers. Jake Paul is the one who just fought Mike Tyson.
Okay. Who's Logan Paul then?
Logan Paul is Jake Paul's brother.
Yeah, but is he
Does he
wrestler?
wrestle? Does he do WWE? Is that what
Boxer
it
too?
is?
I think so. Yeah.
I think he
They're-
does
they're
WWE.
entertainment.
They're no.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
There's some interesting back and forth going on in the Twitter sphere or X sphere. Connor wanting to fight, obviously needing more cash, probably now than ever. Going for either Logan Paul or Jake Paul. Interesting kind of combination here. Because Connor, similar to Jake, will do both boxing and MMA, right? Like, they've each done both. If I think, am I right about it? Because Mayweather, Connor fought Mayweather. Is that right?
I'm not sure. He's on the phone.
Okay.
I'm not sure. No, I don't have a lot of information on this. But is this going to be more of a exhibition, big money fight?
They're still working out what it potentially could be. They haven't agreed on dates. So Jake Paul's also chiming in on this, even though it's Logan Paul. But I think Connor trying to talk to either brother, like just again to get a fight, big money purse, that type of thing. Jake's taking a stance of, hey, I'm not willing to talk about this unless Dana White at UFC comes to the table and says it's okay that we do this, either boxing or UFC.
My brain is all confused today. Boxing, UFC, MMA. I don't know all the things, and then we're going to charters. I'm so confused. That's why if I could buy you guys anything, unlimited amount of money, I'd buy a seat at your charter, and then I'd finally know what it is. Maybe. I don't know.
All right, then let's reset. Let me give you something real nice and just
something that I understand.
Have you ever seen a sparkler inside of a mandarin?
No, never.
Okay, so we can do that.
Never.
We can look at it. Let's real quick. We'll reset. Let's just process for a moment.
Okay.
What you can do is you can watch this sparkler just light up this beautiful looking mandarin. Or is it a tangerine? And there it is. It looks beautiful.
You know, you can make a candle.
nice.
You can make a candle in orange or a mandarin.
Well, that's what they're doing with the sparkler.
Yeah, so that's what you do.
And you might be saying to yourself, Justin, I can hear you. I just can't see you.
Right.
What do you mean watch? And that would be go to the iOS or Google Play Store and download the WSIC News app because there's a live video stream that happens for all 35 hours worth of shows that we do here at WSIC. And there you go.
See, if you have a wick, then you can put it in an orange and it'll burn just like a candle. It's like a
Wow,
little
I did not know that.
science experiment we did.
Oh, really? Like it'll
It'll just burn like a candle.
wax.
Mhm.
Like it's like
It'll
it
burn
turns to wax.
Yeah, it'll burn like it
I've
doesn't
never done
turn
that
to
before.
wax. No, your orange doesn't turn. I'll find a video for you guys.
That sounds fun. We'll have a couple more throughout the day, but maybe just kind of reset and help. Mr. Beast, you know who he is?
Yes.
So he does like a bunch of cool like YouTube videos and stuff
Yes,
like that.
from Greenville, South Carolina.
He rented the pyramids.
You can do that. You
This
can
is
rent the pyramids.
not just one, all 3.
all 3 for 100 hours for an upcoming video. Okay, what's the cost of that?
What's the growing rate?
What do you think? Take a guess while I'm looking for it.
Is that an Airbnb?
You stay in there
You stay there?
Like-
That'd be cool.
with the dead people?
And how much do I think it is to rent the pyramids?
How
So
much?
I'm assuming we're going to rent them from Egypt directly. We're going to go wholesale
I
rent
don't know.
directly from Egypt.
Some,
Like, they really
Elon,
can't cost too much to rent, right?
They're not doing anything.
Right.
with
It's
them.
not like it's they got to shut down.
they got to pay for the
business.
electricity.
Do you like if you go to Egypt and you go see do you have to have a ticket? Like, is there like a line?
I've never been to Egypt,
or like
so
a
I don't
screen, and then you have
I
to
think
just
it's
make
just out there. It's just open. It's a monument.
just.
know.
And
It'd
so
be
it's
like
free.
renting like the thing where the Lincoln Memorial.
So how
Right.
much do they have a king in Egypt? They got something like a prince or something
Prime
like that.
Minister?
A prime minister. I don't know about prime minister. I don't know if they go that far.
I don't know.
You just basically have to convince them, pretty much.
I
Probably
think
like
anybody can go to the pyramids.
But you might need a ticket to go in and look at, or do you go inside? I guess you go inside them because you have to have a tour guide. It says here a tour guide will be along for the journey to explain the different areas of each pyramid, provide some expert knowledge on the history and context of the
But you
ancient
don't-
location.
you can go inside the pyramids, like they're caverns inside type thing, or is it just like a what is it called? Not when you take a triangle and make it 3D. What is it called?
What?
prism?
A prism?
A what? A triangle and make it 3D.
Yeah, like a pyramid.
Yeah, pyramid.
A
That's
pyramid.
Is that a
On a
3D shape? Is that the
Yeah.
official 3D shape? Is a
Yeah.
pyramid? Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Hold on.
They don't-
Everybody, we've been
Wait,
starting
what?
a whole show here.
We're gonna new segment, geometry of the day. We're just gonna go over shapes.
I didn't know that they had tunnels inside of these things that you can walk. That's my point right now. Is I didn't
Okay.
really. I thought it was
Okay.
just outside facade like you're looking at.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Never
I don't know.
been.
I don't know about. Yeah, I've never been. Clearly, we've never been.
I've never been to Egypt. I've never even been to Asia. That's on my list of places I want
Okay,
to go.
that's
Just
true.
the continent of Asia. Never
I'm
been.
still working on Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I've still never been to a Buc-ee's either. Which comes first? Should I go to Buc-ee's first or Asia first?
Tough call.
I went to Europe before I went to Buc-ee's, so
It's true.
which one?
They didn't have a Buc-ee's over there, did they?
No, I didn't. If they did, I didn't go there. No.
I'd probably.
Which one are you doing first? You going to see the pyramids? You have a choice. All expenses paid trip.
I'll go see the pyramids. I'm not going to Buc-ee's.
You're not going to Buc-ee's?
No.
Pyramids or Buc-ee's? All expenses paid.
Probably go Buc-ee's.
I knew it. I knew that's what you were gonna pick.
It's just it seems hot in Egypt. It's like it's sand and desert. I already don't like the beach. Like
And
now
this
all of a
is
sudden you
just
got
the
me going
beach
to
with no ocean?
Yeah, now I don't even have the water. Like just have the sun and the
The
sand.
hot.
You got denial.
And then the salt pouring from my body. That's it. Without the water. That's
You
it.
could ride a camel though.
I would ride. Okay, now
Be
wait a
worth it to
second.
ride
If
the
you're
camel?
throwing a camel
I
into
said
the
all
mix,
expenses paid.
and I can do whatever excursions I want,
All expenses paid.
I'll ride a camel. I take it back.
Okay.
Unless I can ride a beaver at Buc-ee's. They got that option.
We'll have to find out. All
Yeah.
expenses paid. Yeah, definitely. Ride a
You-
beaver.
Okay. Well, if you want to rent the pyramids, you can. It seems like it's possible.
Looks like
Most
looks like
people
we-
didn't even know that
any
that
of
was
us
a
could do
thing.
it.
Yeah.
Really, because there's no price on this article, so I'm guessing he just asked nicely. Is
No.
that how you do it? For 100 hours? That's a
Again, you have to know somebody, I would imagine, and so you're probably going straight to the top because I don't know who else owns the pyramids. It's probably again the country of Egypt. probably
Nah,
owns
there's some private person like the Biltmore House.
Oh, you think they're privately owned or like a tourism
Somebody's
bureau?
making money off of that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Again, I asked about the tour, but that would get kind of weird because they're kind of tall. So like you'd have to have like the screen up really far back before so you can't see it. No, you gotta buy your ticket. You can't. You
can't look at it.
look at the pyramids without your ticket.
Yeah, exactly. Just like that.
I guess that's what Google Earth's for. Hey, Russia made an announcement, and no, it has nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do with any of the Ukraine stuff. They claim they cured cancer. Russia
they
has
did.
announced it's developed
All of
a
them?
cancer vaccine,
Free for all citizens.
free for all citizens.
This picture next to this vaccine makes me think I don't want to take it.
You're not interested? Here, take this.
He looks like he's like, you better take this. No, I don't want to. No, thank you. That's
It's
why
a-
I went to Dare to say no, thank you.
Huge if true.
Yeah.
Huge.
There is another video of a scientist. I couldn't keep up with the translation, so I didn't want to post it because
You don't want to. You don't translate.
I'm a little rusty on my Russian.
Okay.
It's not as good as my Spanish or my newfound Finlandish.
Mhm.
But
Your Spanish is pretty good.
Russia claims that they found the cure to cancer, and it's a shot, and it's free.
What?
Coming soon, January 2025.
Yeah. Wow. That's yeah. If it's a game changer, if it really is true, and vaccine for all cancers, like just any ever?
Blanket.
Wow.
That's what they say. They probably say something else. Again, I don't speak Russian, and so I can't translate what the thing says, so I have to rely on what the captions say. And they claim they cured cancer. So that's a good day. Graystone Lodge, 8:30. We're going to chat with them, see what's going on. Beautiful boutique
He
hotel.
also got 18 hole-in-ones when he played golf.
Me?
Putin.
Huh. It's pretty good.
Serving you better than ever before. WSIC, Statesville, W290DK Mooresville, W264CU Statesville.
Got a Toyota? Get it serviced at Quality Car Care of Statesville. Looking for a great pre-owned vehicle? Quality Car Care has you covered at 2040 Old Mountain Road. Visit QualityCarCareStatesville.com.
Instead of delivering, they're picketing. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That's in Queens, New York this morning, one of 7 Amazon locations where workers walked out a few hours ago. Haley Fixler there with Fox 5 TV.
They're chanting that Amazon is unfair, and even trucks passing by, they are honking their horns in support. Now, union officers tell us they want to negotiate with Amazon. They say that the company will not negotiate a contract with them. Union leaders say they want the company to give them better benefits, more money, and they really want them to prioritize safety.
Amazon says it prefers direct negotiations with the workers, while adding that many of those who went on strike are not actually Amazon employees, saying they're third-party delivery drivers and only a small percentage of Amazon warehouse staff. So the online retail giant says it does not expect the strike to impact operations. The FAA has issued a temporary ban on flying most drones in several areas of New Jersey through January 17th after weeks of drone sightings led to safety concerns, though the Biden administration insists there's no public threat. Now to the drama in Congress.
President Trump is going to have to consider coming to Washington. I mean, let's face it, he's the president now. It's not President Biden.
Republican Senator John Kennedy on Fox the morning after the president-elect came out against a bipartisan spending bill, prompting House Republicans to scrap it and work on a plan B.
Democrats are not in the House are not going to go along with it. Mike's problem, Speaker Johnson's problem, is that on the Republican side, he's got a bunch of free-range chickens.
House Democrats say it'll be Republicans' fault if funding isn't approved by tomorrow night and there's a government shutdown. A California man detained, suspected of plotting to attack a government building.
A plan they say he coordinated with the Wisconsin school shooter. According to a gun violence restraining order obtained by KFMB, Alexander Poffendorf admitted to the FBI he shared his plans with the team.
Fox's Carmen Roberts, that shooter killed herself Monday at her Christian school in Madison, Wisconsin after murdering a teacher and a student and wounding 6 others. America's listening to Fox News.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Luigi Mangione has a court date today in Pennsylvania where he could waive extradition to New York City, where Mangione's already been indicted for murder in the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. In another New York City case, a guilty plea from a man who helped set up a secret Chinese police station there.
Chen Jinping appeared in a federal courtroom in Brooklyn to plead to a single count of conspiracy to act as an agent of a foreign government. Prosecutors say Chen and a co-defendant, Lu Jianwang, set up the station in New York's Chinatown neighborhood. It allegedly operated on behalf of the People's Republic of China to track pro-democracy dissidents, but tried to conceal that to some degree by also providing services such as Chinese driver's license renewals. An FBI investigation uncovered the operation in 2022. Chen faces up to 5 years in prison. Liu returns to court in February. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
In France, a conviction in a high-profile trial that pitted a woman against her ex-husband, accused of drugging her for years and inviting other men to come over and rape her.
Giselle Pellicot was subjected to nearly a decade of abuse and waived her anonymity in an attempt to give strength to other victims. Today, her 72-year-old husband, Dominique, has been sentenced to 2 decades in prison for aggravated rape. Of the 50 other men accused of raping Giselle Pellicot, just 1 was acquitted, but he was found guilty of aggravated sexual assault. Giselle Pellicot is now seen by many in France and around the world as a feminist icon. People who gathered to support her applauded as the sentences were read out. Her ordeal has galvanized campaigners against sexual violence. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are rising after a massive sell-off dragged the Dow down over 1,100 points after the Federal Reserve, in announcing another 0.25% interest rate cut, reduced the number of planned cuts next year. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Well, especially compared to our 70 degrees yesterday, things are a lot chillier now as we go throughout the rest of the work week. Partly cloudy. Temperatures only climb into the low 50s for the afternoon. We'll drop back tonight into the upper 30s near 40. For our Friday, it's mostly cloudy. High temperatures back in the low 50s. A couple of showers possible for the afternoon and evening. As we get into the weekend, things are going to get downright cold. High temperatures in the low to mid 40s Saturday, only approaching 40 Sunday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Hey folks, you know Randy Marion Ford Lincoln in Statesville is known for the prices and selection, but I tell you what, you may not have known the distinction that this store received with Ford and Lincoln this year. We received the President's Award for 2023 for Ford for the 5th year in a row. We also received it for Lincoln for the first year, and I tell you, those awards don't come easily. It all boils down to taking care of the customers and having the vehicles you want in stock for you to buy.
Want to talk with Justin, Bill, or Mamie? Give them a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:06. Happy Thursday to you. If you're just hitting the streets right now, we're going to get a look at them at 8:15 with Jeff and ICATS. Right, ICATS.com. We'll chat with him, see what's going on out there. 8:30, Graystone Lodge, Gray, GraystoneLodge.com. Beautiful boutique hotel located in Boone, North Carolina. 8:45, Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show. Monday through Friday, whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating from 9 to 11, you can celebrate 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. This weekend, we had there's an event coming up, Procrastinators Market, happening at Lost Worlds Brewing. We had Dave and Sherri from Lost Worlds in here earlier. And part of it is trying to find really good gifts, you know, in the sense of the person you're buying for. It's not about the gift. It's the thought that counts.
Okay, so do you go thoughtfulness or do you go for like what do they really want?
Well,
thoughtfulness is just like this is heartfelt. This is something from my heart, or do I go like what's something that they really, really, really
no,
want?
I try to go for what they want. I don't.
You don't try to think of like what's
if they give me something like a thing that they want.
Like Bill, I really want you to wear this T-shirt, so I got it for you.
Right.
Okay.
That I don't think that would.
You don't go that way.
Now, some people would think it's funny.
Or you don't go like.
But the one gift I have to give, I don't think will think that's funny. So I'm not going to go that route.
Go with whatever she really, really wants. Like, what's the one thing that she's going to want?
Checking that list twice.
So, website called Statista, I think is what it is. Statista. Christmas gifts desired by U.S. consumers in 2024. They did a survey in November of 2024, so just last month, asked consumers what kind of gift they would be the happiest with.
18 years old or older.
18 or over. Yep.
So these are the actual gifts that people say they want for themselves.
Yep. What do you think number one would be? Don't look at it.
Okay. PS5.
PS5. Okay, no. Number one, money. Just cash. Just straight cash. And if 40% of people surveyed said just give me cash. That just seems so impersonal to me.
And that's the debate with cash and or gift cards.
No, that does not include gift cards.
Okay, so they do separate out gift
straight
cards.
Cash, money, or transfer, like wire transfer.
Venmo.
Sell me. It's good. We're
Land
good.
straight in the account, Grandma.
We're good. There was this one group that I was with, and they're like, let's just do gift cards for Christmas gifts this year. Okay, fine. We'll just do gift cards. And then I felt like we were just in a circle, just passing $25. Like, here's $25 for me. Here's $25 to you. It felt
it's
like
not a
were you
personalized
going through the motions.
It just felt like this is nothing.
Now,
special.
I will take it back. I will say there is an opportunity to be personalized with gift cards if it's a place that you know the person really, really likes.
Yes.
Then that's a little bit that's closer. I'm okay with that. But that's gift card, not cash.
I'm not saying about everybody because some people really enjoy the shopping experience, right? For me though, I feel like a gift card is a chore for me. Like, thank you for giving me a job to do to go buy my own gift.
Idea
I don't like a gift card.
Okay.
Unless it's maybe like an experience gift card.
Sure.
So,
hey, Bill, return it.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. Unless it's an experience like a massage or something like that I don't really have to do a lot for. But when it's like, yeah, I know you like, this store here, just go buy your own gift. Because, that's not my favorite thing. But the money I think just the wire transfer, like, yeah, just sell me. Just
hey,
Venmo
I didn't
some
feel
cash.
like waiting in a line. Here you go. You go do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's number one is money. Okay. I can accept that. I can understand that, especially like microphone to face. Hey, what gift you want? Money.
Cash.
Number two on
Wire
the list,
transfer.
though. This is hard. I think this is, I'm assuming ladies answered this.
It's adults 18 and over.
Okay, I guess. Okay, what are textiles first? Let me ask you that. This for my people that don't know.
Let's say like accessories.
Okay,
Scarves.
like a purse.
I don't know that purse would fall into textiles, but possibly
Pocket squares.
Pocket squares. Yes, I think scarves, gloves, things like that. So clothing and accessories, but not jewelry.
Shoe inserts.
Shoes is on here.
Okay.
Yeah, shoe inserts.
But the inserts.
I don't know about the inserts. I don't know if that's included, but 35% said clothing, textiles, shoes. So I'm going to say like
A
scarf.
textile is a material made from fibers, filaments, or threads that can be woven or knitted into fabric or cloth.
Like a basket.
No.
Like a shirt.
A shirt. Yeah. Clothes.
I thought it
Clothes
was
and
clothing.
shoes. Clothing and shoes. That's number 2.
Okay.
Number 3 is gift cards. Vouchers
So
or gift
separating
cards.
out the money from the gift cards.
Mhm.
Okay, smart move. Okay, I'll give it that.
4, food and drinks. So
I
I
don't think
guess
I've ever
like,
asked for food.
Fruitcake.
No.
what about like the nice gift baskets with the things in them?
Yeah.
What about a stocking full of beef jerky?
But asking for it, that is the interesting point. This is the perspective. Someone has said, I want food for Christmas.
What? Well, the question was, what gift would you desire the most for Christmas?
Drinks.
Drinks, just alcohol. It never goes. I mean, really, it doesn't go bad. It's not bad. It's not bad at
But
all.
I can see, like, okay, when you say food, maybe that's like, hey, I want to go to this particular restaurant.
It could be a restaurant, but that might fall under vouchers or gift cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could.
Food, but I think some people do like the gift baskets, like the fancy fruits and
Oh,
things
yeah.
like that. They enjoy getting those. The edible arrangements, they enjoy getting those around the holidays.
Seas candy.
Yep. And then number 5 is going to be smartphones, tablets, and accessories.
I'm kind of surprised that one's that low. Or,
I am too.
Or is the fad of smartphones
I think the
going
fad
away?
of that. I mean, the smartphones are not going away, but I think the fad of like I have to have the newest, latest, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of going away. People are going to use their devices as long as they can.
Okay.
Until they don't work anymore, and that's when they replace them. Not specifically for these holidays. Surprisingly, 12% said they don't want anything.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
I don't want to receive anything.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They are being word of the day.
Yeah, they got no.
Aximus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aximus, exactly.
Jewelry and watches, too, is just below
Ckezepis.
smartphones.
Ckezepis.
Jewelry and watches is a tough one. I've never been a good jewelry buyer, I don't feel like.
Mm.
It's not. My dad used to buy my mom jewelry all the time.
Yes, my dad was not. Yeah, he knew that mom liked jewelry, and she got something for every single occasion, birthdays, holiday, anniversaries, whatever. Every occasion, she would get a piece of jewelry. So
I just feel like I've always missed the mark on like identifying a really, good looking piece of jewelry.
okay, here's the thing: you find a good jewelry store,
Okay.
and then they recommend it.
Then they tell you.
Then they tell you what your wife, would like.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's the key.
That's the key.
Have
you find a
friends.
good jewelry.
That's have
Yep.
friends.
You have to find a good florist and a good jeweler, and then everything's okay.
The next one underneath that is also one that I've struggled with, and I tried buying this one: cosmetics, perfume, body care.
Cosmetics are a tough one to buy too. Yeah,
I went with green this year, babe.
That's a tough one. Green what? Eyeshadow? Trying to make it look like Elphaba from Wicked.
I don't know where you rub this on, but go ahead and get started.
That's a tough one. But I do like the body care and things like that. The self care. That's always nice to
Bath
get.
and Body Works is a class.
That's-
They've got that
that's the
perpetual
classic.
sale at
That's
Christmas
definitely
time.
that's definitely
5
a
for
classic.
26 or something like that.
Computer and computer accessories comes next. And then books, board games, toys, dolls, both at 15%.
Okay.
Books and ebooks, and then toys and games and dolls. And this is for 18 plus. So just
Okay.
know that this is like adult
Adult
liking.
dolls?
No, we're not going there. Adults who like maybe some vintage toys or things like that.
Okay, cool. They should connect with Joey Finds Toys on that one.
They should.
Travel, I'm surprised that one's that low. 14% saying they only want
That's
travel.
I would always go with travel. You can give me a trip anytime and I'll be okay.
Okay.
Trip to the pyramid.
Consumer electronics, household appliances, event tickets, furniture, donations to charity, decoration articles. Oh, okay. Like more stuff to hang it. More Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
You buy that for Christmas, so then that way you're ready for next year.
There you go.
That actually kind of works.
I think it does.
You should really stick around to hear what the crazy gang of 3 have to say next. Good morning, LKN on WSIC.
Well, especially compared to our 70 degrees yesterday. Things are a lot chillier now as we go throughout the rest of the work week. Partly cloudy. Temperatures only climb into the low 50s for the afternoon. We'll drop back tonight into the upper 30s near 40. For our Friday, it's mostly cloudy. High temperatures back in the low 50s. A couple of showers possible for the afternoon and evening. As we get into the weekend, things are going to get downright cold. High temperatures in the low to mid 40s Saturday, only approaching 40 Sunday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like ISI Denver.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Friday night, downtown Mooresville welcomes everyone to their Mistletoe Sip and Shop. The unique businesses will be offering open houses, store specials, deals, gifts, treats, and the Harmony Grits Quartet. Bring your favorite people and enjoy shopping small this holiday season in the heart of Mooresville. The Mistletoe Sip and Shop is Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. along Main and Broad Streets in downtown Mooresville. Saturday is the annual Lake Norman Lighted Christmas Boat Parade. The parade will start at Blythe Landing, continue past Ramsey Creek Park and the Peninsula Yacht Club, with the Duke Energy Explorium being the grand finale. The event will be collecting toys for Little Smiles, who work with area children's hospitals to make sure children in their care have toys all year long. Please bring an unwrapped toy if you are attending. Santa and food trucks will be at the Explorium. For details, please email cbaycharlotte@gmail.com or search for the annual Lake Norman Lighted Christmas Boat Parade on Facebook. Speedway Christmas at Charlotte Motor Speedway is happening now through Sunday, January 5th. The light show features more than 5 million lights synchronized to music on a 4-mile course through the oval, pit road, and infield, plus a festive Christmas village. The show runs nightly from 6 to 10 p.m., rain or shine. Drive-in movies are shown on the gigantic Speedway TV Thursdays through Sundays. Speedway Christmas tickets and information are available at charlottemotorspeedway.com. From our WSIC family to yours, we wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy holiday season. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Give us a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:18. Happy Thursday to you. Let's see how the streets are looking out there, because people are probably getting wild and out of control, getting toward the weekend, getting closer to Christmas, getting closer to Procrastinators Market. Let's find out. RideICATS.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte, cruising in the HOV lane with Jeff. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Good morning. There's an accident to report in Statesville, 70 over by the Chiefs and 7-Eleven. Traffic towards Salisbury. It's from what I understand, it's closed down. The east and westbound. So if you're in Statesville, avoid 70 over by the Sheets and 7-Eleven going towards Salisbury. 77 southbound, heavy congestion from really Cornelius down to 485. If you're getting into the city of Charlotte, around Brookshire Freeway, 77 southbound there, stop and go traffic. Northbound from about 485 all the way up through Cornelius, you'll experience slowdowns in that area. Besides that, everything looks good. The other secondary roads, Statesville, Troutman, Mooresville, I've not heard of any other issues. So I hope everybody has a great day.
Excellent, Jeff. We appreciate you, sir. Thanks for keeping the streets safe, keeping us informed. Drive safe out there. We'll chat with you tomorrow.
All right. Have a good day.
You too, sir. RideICATS.com, $1 from your front door every Thursday to Winston-Salem. Schedule your appointment on RideICATS.com, $1 every day to run errands around and make it back. So an accident in Statesville, Highway 70 heading towards Salisbury near the Sheets and 7-Eleven. It looks like it's blocked both ways, so be sure to use caution. Probably find alternative routes at that point. I had put this, or you found this story yesterday. Is this AI? I don't know. I think it's real. A lot of times, you see halftime shows, you see things, and it looks like there's real people.
I think it's real. I think it broke my brain when I saw it, because if you're watching right now on social or on the WSIC mobile app, you can see that it is 2 ice skates skating independently, 2 very large ice skates.
Well, they're in sync.
They're in sync as well.
Like they're 2 feet, but they're like really
So
people
it's like,
inside of feet.
these are feet that are dancing on their own, but it turns out that someone's dressed as an ice skate. So apparently a couple of days ago was World Ice Skating Day, and that's just how they decided to celebrate, by synchronized skating and life-size skates.
When's the last time you've been ice skating?
I cannot ice skate. Last time I went ice skating,
Don't think
probably at Eastland Mall.
Dang. It's been a minute.
It's been a long time.
They tore that thing down like a decade ago, didn't they?
More than that.
Yeah.
But it's been more than that. That was like a middle school, elementary school activity of like, Dad, get in the car, kids. We're going to Eastland. Yes. Yeah, it's probably because he had to do his last minute Christmas shopping. And he's like, you guys go ice skate because it's the 90s and nobody's ever going to get hurt. And we'll go shop and it's going to be great.
Nobody's going to take you, kids.
Nobody's going to take you. Y'all go in there. You're safe, right? You're on ice. No bad people go on ice.
Find an adult.
Right. That was kind of the thing to do, though, when we were kids. Yeah, do that. I did a lot more roller skating because we had a Kate's in Shelby.
Ooh, yeah.
So to do ice skating, we had to travel to Charlotte.
Oh, wow.
Because even then, like, they didn't have the ice skating rinks. Like, I think Birkdale's is like that kind of like, it's not ice. It's like that plastic.
No, it is ice.
Oh, it is ice in
The
Birkdale?
one that was at a classic Christmas was the I saw what you're talking about. Yes.
Was that like kind of plastic stuff? So, but we didn't have any options like that growing up in the Lake Norman area even. That's been a newer thing in the last few years. So, our only opportunity to go ice skating was to go to the mall. That was freaking amazing, though. That was like peak childhood. That's one of my core memories of just
the
going
mall
there.
or the ice skating in particular.
Both. Like going to the mall with your friends, walking around. You had about $8 on you, so then you're like trying to figure out what can I get at Spencer's.
Oh, $8 in the 90s was a.
I'm saying,
yeah,
it goes a long way, but I'm just still saying, like, it's cash. There's no debit card. There's no backup, money. Mom can't Zelle you a couple bucks if you run out of money. So you're there, you're at the mall, and you're making it happen. But it's mostly just, walking around, being silly with your friends, eating at Chick-fil-A.
I'm just surprised. It sounds like you had a great time. I'm surprised that you haven't gone ice skating in that long.
I'm just not coordinated at all. I'm not a good.
You could do this.
Are you serious? You
I
think I
think
could
you could
put
do this.
that over my body and then move in sync? No, there's no way. I'm just not coordinated enough.
I would rather ice skate with that on, though.
Oh, I would too. It would be easier when you fall.
Right.
A little cushiony.
Correct.
Unless that's a real blade, like on the
Unless
bottom.
that is a real blade.
Because then
I'm gonna say not.
different kind of game.
Yeah, that is a different game. It's a weapon. But yeah, are you a big ice skater?
I like ice skating.
When's the last time you went? You were an inline skater though, right?
Ice and inline. Demi and I think we did Birkdale last year with the kids. We did. They got to skate at Birkdale there for the first time because we wanted to. Because I think Pineville was the other closest like actual skating.
Concord
rink.
Mills did one.
Okay.
Yeah. The ice house. Katie loves ice skating. She loves roller skating. We did a roller skating party for her 17th birthday.
Ooh.
Brought a roller skating rink to the neighborhood. That was awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
The cool mom.
Kids are still talking about that one. Yeah, kids are still talking about that party. That was amazing.
Kids still talking about my party.
That's right. I throw a good party. But they do. She loves ice skating, so we went to Concord Mills when they had the ice skating rink there, and I got out there with for a minute, fell horribly, bruised my arm or wrist or something like that, and I was like, "That's it. I'm just gonna have to sit here and watch you." Her dad is a great ice skater, so that's kind of their thing. So she goes with him. So they're actually heading over to the Whitewater Center today for some ice skating.
Oh, really?
Rob is a very good ice skater. I don't have the balance. I don't know what it is.
Is it balance?
Equilibrium? I'm going to light up the night.
Oh, you are?
What's that?
On Friday at Night Stadium.
Night Stadium, yeah.
Oh, like KNIGHT.
And they have the slides, and they have ice skating too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They had
Great
the big
people
hill,
watching.
the like.
They have that as well.
Yeah. The
For
snow hill or whatever.
Tubes, yeah.
Yeah, that'll
good
be a
time.
fun time.
That will be fun.
But this video in particular, you asked if it was AI or not.
I think it's real. It just broke my brain when I saw it for the first time.
I
No,
can
totally.
see the people.
And it's because AI is just getting it's moving so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole concept of AI, it's interesting because like it's, as of right now, most people are using like a third-party source, ChatGPT or any of the other, tools that are out there, ChatGPT just being the most commonly used. So what it means is like in the process of like doing AI, you're sending like a request to, a server, right? And talking in computer terms right now, right? It goes to a factory, let's say somewhere in the middle of the desert that OpenAI owns, and they're computing it and then they're sending it back. NVIDIA has already done quite a bit in the marketplace, right? Like this company, I don't want to say they blew up overnight. They've been around a while, but they've gotten pretty big, I'd say, over this past 2 years, and most of it relating to AI and their microchip capabilities. But they are looking at taking AI to another level as it relates to like the computer and the processing of AI. And so there's this video right here, a holiday video from NVIDIA. Is it Jensen? Is that the gentleman's name, the CEO? So he's got this video that NVIDIA put out.
I have a brand new computer for you. I'm cooking it up. Ladies and gentlemen, our brand new AI computer. Look at this. I think I might have cooked it a little bit too long. It shrunk. And it runs CUDA and cuDNN and TensorRT. You could create an agentic AI that reasons and plans. So you could use it for a robot. You could use it for a workstation. It's an incredible computer. What do you guys think?
So this
he's explaining it to his dog.
Yeah, he's explaining it to
his
his
dogs.
dogs.
Like I feel like that dog trying to understand what's going on.
Now, what they're describing as in the technical sense of a computer. Now, is this the type where you buy it, you unbox it, you turn it on, and then you open up, Microsoft or whatever internet browser you utilize and search the internet? Doesn't seem like that's the type of computer is. This is taking the technology of big companies having these major servers and now trying to introduce that concept of that portion of computers and hardware and AI to the consumer directly. These are computers that are designed to process AI requests inside of your home. And so this, I think,
wow, this is not for big manufacturers. This
No,
is for the
this is
individual.
for the
direct to
consumer.
consumer. Directing. So this is what makes it very interesting. Eventually, the software will come along too. There'll be people that make the software that can utilize within these systems, right, on a consumer grade. You can control AI program yourself. I think the theory here is home AI, right? I think we're talking about all the things that can think about your fridge that can connect to your
Sure.
stove, your HVAC. You're talking about homes now connecting.
So
on
like a
AI,
home
basically.
hub
Yeah.
that's connected to AI, so it figures out kind of what your patterns and what you do every day, and then gives you
real scary stuff.
Yeah, that
Well, okay, so what happens when the AI going to do what is best for the equipment, like the refrigerator, or is it going to do how I want it? Or
Well, you just talk to it and you tell it what you want it to do.
But I think the most reliable.
I want the fridge to last for as long as possible.
Totally.
Okay,
I think the most reliable source to know that, because you kind of have to look back in history. So if we talk to Will Smith, there was the 3 rules that the original robots had.
Sure.
I think number 1 was like you can't harm a human.
Sure.
I think that was like number 1.
Okay.
I like that.
So how
This is
long
from the movie iRobot, right?
from the reality
Documentary.
From
Documentary?
The how long do the rules stay intact this round? I think is part of the conversation.
Yeah, I do find with just ChatGPT in general, I have to remind it sometimes that like, no, I told you don't do that. I do have to remind it sometimes. Like sometimes it'll throw extra hashtags or words or use phrases that I've already said don't ever use this phrase, and so you do have to remind it. It forgets.
You remember we talked about not Ckezepis. What's the other one? The Tamagotchis.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the next level. Now we're talking. You just said you had to correct it. Imagine carrying around your little AI bot that you got to. No, don't
No.
do that.
No. $249. So this or free flights for a year or
Oh,
unlimited flights
which
for a
one you
year. Which one
choosing?
are you choosing?
I'd probably go free flights for a year because then this will be down to $199 next year, probably.
Good thoughts. Good thoughts. Yeah,
Whereas
when
the
it goes up to
renewals,
$699, yeah, there you
then
go.
I'll switch to the AI computer
I'm just going to
Perfect.
like 60 Suns games.
for 1 year. Going to every Suns game.
Yeah.
For my $2
Getting hot
Dasani.
dogs at every single one.
Right, go Suns.
You notice how the Suns didn't say anything about the water caps though in their post. You get the water bottle.
Oh, they're not.
No
NBA
cap.
is running from the bottle cap issue.
Oh, so it's purely a Charlotte thing.
No, it's an everywhere thing. I'm sure. It better not be just a Charlotte thing.
We'll have more Good Morning LKN coming up on 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Well, especially compared to our 70 degrees yesterday. Things are a lot chillier now as we go throughout the rest of the work week. Partly cloudy, temperatures only climb into the low 50s for the afternoon. We'll drop back tonight to the upper 30s near 40. For our Friday, it's mostly cloudy. High temperatures back in the low 50s. A couple of showers possible for the afternoon and evening. As we get into the weekend, things are going to get downright cold. High temperatures in the low to mid 40s Saturday, only approaching 40 Sunday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Harrison's is the home of Work, Western, and Wow! We're the Southeast leader in Carhartt, and nobody has more in-stock work boots. The store is filled with Ariat, Cinch, Wrangler, and more. Get great clothing and footwear for the whole family at Harrison's. Find us on Norman Station Boulevard in Mooresville.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Lowry Drug is a source for excellent pharmacy services. We have served the Statesville community since 1959. We have attentive customer service, a state-of-the-art compounding laboratory, and the Dispill medication packaging system that takes the work out of medication management for those using medication planners. We do it for you. Come see us at Lowry Drug in Statesville. Call 704-873-2247. Come see us.
Pomodoros of Mooresville is now under new ownership. Come see why Pomodoros is what everyone in Mooresville is talking about. View the full menu now at pomodoros.com or taste for yourself at Pomodoros of Mooresville.
Hey, this is Jeff McNeely, owner of G&M Milling Company in beautiful downtown Lowray. We at G&M hope you come by and see us for all your livestock needs. We stock feeds for all kinds of animals and hay too. We also have seed for a wide variety of forages for your animals. So come on by 4000 Taylorsville Highway, Statesville, or call us at 704-873-5758. We're worth the drive. Thank you again for supporting small family-owned businesses. God bless.
24/7 worldwide, non-stop.
WSIC.
Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. A rough day for stocks after the Fed dialed back expectations for interest rate cuts next year. The Dow tumbled 1,123 points. It was the 10th drop in a row. The S&P 500 slid 178, and the Nasdaq was down 716 points yesterday. The big sell-off came at the end of the session after the Fed cut rates by a quarter percentage point as expected, but Chair Jay Powell indicated that the Fed would likely put more rate cuts on hold while inflation remains above the Fed's 2% target. The FAA is warning the public against pointing lasers at aircraft following a major uptick in reports amid the New Jersey drone frenzy. The agency says pilot reports of laser strikes in that state have increased 269% in December compared to the year before. The FBI and New Jersey State Police have warned of an increase in pilots being hit in the eyes by lasers from people on the ground who have mistaken them for drones. It is illegal to point a laser at a plane. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
Who is this? This is 105.9 100.7.
WSIC. Local starts here.
That morning pep talk for Lake Norman, Statesville with Justin, Bill, and Mamie now on 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Country happenings in Boone's embrace. Graystone Lodge with its gentle grace. Concierge level service so fine in the heart of mountains where trees align.
Good morning, LKN. It's Thursday. It's 8:30, so that means it's time for High Country Happenings with Graystone Lodge. And we got Katie Jo with us today. Katie Jo, how are you today?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Oh, we're doing great. We're doing absolutely great. Thanks so much for joining us today. How's the weather looking in Boone today?
Today, we've had a few days of a little bit of warmer weather, but right now the temperatures have dropped a little bit, and it's a nice foggy morning, a good winter morning up here. I know we're going to have some good weather coming up for people wanting to travel for skiing and snowboarding and seeing all the snow soon. So
yeah, definitely a great time for skiing and snowboarding. And I saw a great post on your Instagram, best winter break itinerary to do in Boone, things to do and where to stay. So as people are looking towards their winter break, kids are off from college or your kids are going to be off from school soon. There's so many things to do in the high country. So can you kind of go through some of the things that you guys have going on?
Yeah, of course. So, at the Graystone Lodge, we love to make sure that all of our guests, get the full Boone experience when they're up here and stay with us. So we kind of put together this winter itinerary of a day by day, kind of, hour by hour thing where you have all of these options of our partnerships and things of local places to go. So, of course, you're going to stay at the Graystone Lodge. And then some of our restaurants on this winter itinerary include the Coyote Kitchen, which Coyote Kitchen was affected by Hurricane Helene. They're over there near the Walmart area, which, as we know, that area was greatly impacted by the hurricane, but they are now back open and they're ready to serve people. And the owners of Coyote Kitchen also own Lost Province, who is another restaurant on our itinerary. So go check them out. They're a local business. Both of those restaurants are so delicious and yummy. And just check out all the other restaurants we have on our itinerary for each day. Of course, you want to stay at Graystone Lodge and eat our complimentary breakfast. But you also want to check out some of the local restaurants as well for breakfast, like Stick Boy Bread Company, who we actually have some of their products at our breakfast at Graystone. And then, of course, Betty's Biscuits downtown as well. So those are kind of the restaurant options. And then, of course, there's so many different activities happening right now all across Watauga County, between, Watauga County spans from Appalachian Ski Mountain all the way up to Beach and Sugar. So there's just so much to do up here right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. On here, this list too, I see Phys Ed, which we've had on the show with us before, the Ham Shop, which is the food truck that's parked outside of Graystone Lodge usually. And then the next thing on the itinerary is just shop and stroll through downtown. So if you've never been to downtown Boone or Blowing Rock during the Christmas season, it really is a magical, like Hallmark movie kind of space. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Oh, I mean, that's the perfect way to describe it. The town of Boone and Blowing Rock, they put up all the Christmas lights and all of the shops are decorated for Christmas. And it is truly magical, especially if it does start snowing. And then you just get the whole experience. But yeah, shopping in downtown, whether you need some last minute Christmas gifts or just kind of want to peruse the local art and pottery and things like that. We've got so many wonderful shops that are so unique in both downtown Boone and Blowing Rock. So definitely go to those places whenever you're up here and kind of just use our itinerary as a guide to kind of tell you where to go.
Absolutely. And then when you stay at Graystone Lodge, so it's the holidays, right? You're traveling with your family. You want to bring the whole family. You have pet-friendly stays as well at Graystone.
Of course we do. We love our furry friends at the Graystone. I love when I am checking people in and they've got their dogs with them and they're so excited because we know that they're also a part of the family and we want to make sure that they're able to come and stay with us as well. So we want the whole family to come. We've got rooms that have double queen beds. We also have one room that has our bunk beds in it that everybody loves. And of course, we've got so many family-friendly options at the Graystone. If you want to wind down at the end of your day by the pool, we've got a heated indoor pool, which is very important to have in Boone. With the weather up here, it's cold about half of the year. So, it's a good chance for the kids to go and get out some of that last-minute energy for the day. And then, of course, catch the breakfast in the morning and that hatchet coffee as well. We've just got so many fun things for everybody at the Graystone.
Yeah, we love the breakfast that you guys do there. You do such a great job with it. And so then on your blog, so you go to graystonelodge.com and you go to the blog, you have the winter itinerary at a glance. So you have day by day kind of scheduled out for somebody. If you have a 2, 3, 4 day stay for the weekend, you guys got it all mapped out for people. So all they have to do is go to your blog, go book at Graystone, and then you guys got it all planned out to them. That's what you guys offer with that concierge service.
Of course. And right now we're running a special where you stay 3 nights and you save 20%. That's all winter long. So the magic doesn't just end at Christmas. Boone during the winter time when it's snowing and beautiful is just always a wonderful place to go vacation to. I mean, with all of our different partnerships and App Ski Mountain, Beach Mountain, Sugar Mountain, snow tubing, there's just so many things to do. And I also want to highlight Appalachian Theater, who's one of our partners at the Graystone. We love Appalachian Theater. They're doing a lot of events for these last couple days before Christmas. So they've got High Country Christmas Carol. That's going to be happening tonight. And they're always doing whenever they're not having live music and shows, they always do movies for the family. So December 20th, they're doing Frosty. It's going to be the Barter Players are going to do a musical adventure at App Theater. And then they're going to be playing one of my favorites, A Christmas Story, on December 21st.
Oh, that's a great one.
I know. Just go check out their website because they're, maybe it is a little bit too cold for you. Maybe you want to do some more indoor activities. So that's one of the places you can definitely check out.
Yeah, so I see a High Country Christmas Carol, and then New Year's Eve Toy Story. This is a trend that's been going around. New Year's Eve is a little bit different than New Year's Eve. But can you talk a little bit about that? I think you go in, you kind of, for the kids, they can celebrate New Year's at 12 noon versus midnight. They don't have to stay up as late.
Of course, it's a family-friendly activity. If you want to, the kids probably shouldn't be up till midnight watching the ball drop.
Right.
So, it's a fun thing to do during the day. And we love Toy Story, and it's only, like an hour and a half movie. So it's really got fun activity for the family. And then the party is going to have a countdown with a mock New Year's Eve. They're going to have a photo booth. They're going to have party favors, a sparkling cider toast, and a balloon drop. So it's kind of a fun activity, for the kids. I love that they always make these alternative activities for kids for events like New Year's Eve.
Hey, Katie, Bill here. How are you?
Hey, Bill. Good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Where do I find Katie Joe on New Year's Eve? Are you going to be in Boone?
Oh,
Am I
wow.
wrong
Yeah.
to assume? Where are you going to be at New Year's Eve? Not New Year's Eve. I know where you'll be then. New Year's Eve.
Well, as y'all know, I'm a local to Boone, so I always spend all of my holidays up here because I love the area and it's just so magical. So I'll probably have a nice dinner with my family at a restaurant downtown, or even in Valley Cruces. One of my favorite restaurants is over yonder. So I'll probably do a nice dinner and then kind of just relax. I always like to go to Venture Chocolate after dinner for a dessert, and it's a wonderful place downtown as well. So just kind of hanging out, just taking it easy and more of a relaxing New Year's Eve for me.
I like your style, Katie. What time should I show up?
What time's the party start, Katie?
Dinner reservations are at 6:45.
Excellent.
Sounds great. Sounds great. We also have Patrick Reynolds here with us. Justin had to leave a little bit early, but Patrick has a question for you as well.
Yeah, the boys got questions for you today, K-Jo.
All right.
Yeah, my daughter and I have traditions leading up to Christmas of looking at Christmas lights, and we've actually made a project about it, and we spend a lot of the nights leading right up to Christmas Eve. As far as Christmas lights go, can you make any recommendations of what is a spectacular light show to see up in Boone or around Graystone Lodge? Maybe in the lodge. Where are some spectacular Christmas light displays to see?
Of course. So the biggest one we have up here is going to be the Festival of Lights at Chatola. So Chatola Resort is located in Blowing Rock. And they're doing the Festival of Lights pretty much all up until Christmas, and maybe it'll be after Christmas as well. So they've got a wonderful, beautiful property where they've got a lake and things like that. And, you just let the security know you're there to see the lights, and you go in and it's magical as well. It's very, like the mountain scene of all of the mountains in the back and the lights. And, obviously if it's snowing, it adds a little bit more magic to it. That's one of the best places to go for lights, and it's free. So it's just a wonderful thing to experience.
And then all the ski mountains are open. So if you want to do skiing, snow tubing, all of that's available as well. Is that right?
Yes, it is. We're gearing up for the season, and luckily we've had a lot of colder days, so we're really excited. They're blowing snow, but there's also been lots of surprise snow showers as well, which is always fun. So it's going to be a really great time at Apski, Beach Mountain, Sugar Mountain, and always check out their websites and check out High Country Host as well, because they always do special events on the mountains, and some people maybe aren't too familiar with that, because it is kind of like a world of their own up there, especially on Beach Mountain. You drive up there and it's like its own little town up there that some people just kind of don't realize that when they come up here. So definitely check out all the local businesses there as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Katie. I hope you guys have a great Christmas, a wonderful new year, and we look forward to talking to you guys again soon.
You as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Katie.
High country nights and the fire's burning warm. Graystone Lodge welcomes all who come round the door. Concierge service, they know what you need. In Boone you'll find peace, let your worries recede. If I were a poet,
Especially
I'd
compared to our
pen you
70 degrees yesterday. Things are a lot chillier now as we go throughout the rest of the work week. Partly cloudy, temperatures only climb into the low 50s for the afternoon. We'll drop back tonight to the upper 30s near 40. For our Friday, it's mostly cloudy. High temperatures back in the low 50s. A couple of showers possible for the afternoon and evening. As we get into the weekend, things are going to get downright cold. High temperatures in the low to mid 40s Saturday, only approaching 40 Sunday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Friday night, downtown Mooresville welcomes everyone to their Mistletoe Sip and Shop. The unique businesses will be offering open houses, store specials, deals, gifts, treats, and the Harmony Grits Quartet. Bring your favorite people and enjoy shopping small this holiday season in the heart of Mooresville. The Mistletoe Sip and Shop is Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. along Main and Broad Streets in downtown Mooresville. Saturday is the annual Lake Norman Lighted Christmas Boat Parade. The parade will start at Blythe Landing, continue past Ramsey Creek Park and the Peninsula Yacht Club, with the Duke Energy Explorium being the grand finale. The event will be collecting toys for Little Smiles, who work with area children's hospitals to make sure children in their care have toys all year long. Please bring an unwrapped toy if you are attending. Santa and food trucks will be at the Explorium. For details, please email cbaycharlotte@gmail.com or search for the annual Lake Norman Lighted Christmas Boat Parade on Facebook. Speedway Christmas at Charlotte Motor Speedway is happening now through Sunday, January 5th. The light show features more than 5 million lights synchronized to music on a 4-mile course through the oval, pit road, and infield, plus a festive Christmas village. The show runs nightly from 6 to 10 p.m., rain or shine. Drive-in movies are shown on the gigantic Speedway TV Thursdays through Sundays. Speedway Christmas tickets and information are available at charlottemotorspeedway.com. From our WSIC family to yours, we wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy holiday season. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Now, back to more of Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. It's Mamie, and we're here with Patrick Reynolds. No, this is not AI. Patrick was here. Justin had to go. He had to leave a little bit early, so we brought Patrick in to finish up the day for us. How you doing, Patrick?
I'm great. Good morning.
You're usually with us in this segment anyway, you know, the last segment of the day, but it's a little different sitting across from you.
Yeah, this is you and me.
I know. This is not usually the norm, so this is fun. How you doing?
Very good, very good. Like, I'd love to be on Good Morning LKN.
I love having you here. Okay, so I don't know if you heard at the top of the show, we were talking about charters and the new thing with the 23 Bill. You're gonna have to fill me in on this too because I'm gonna get it wrong. But the 23 racing company, and they're getting approved for charters, and my brain was just exploding. I could not understand it. Can you explain to me, like I'm a 5-year-old, what that means? Number one, what's a charter?
Okay.
And why does that matter?
Okay, so we're talking NASCAR.
This is NASCAR. I'm so sorry. This is NASCAR.
Okay. Right away, straight away.
Straight away, we're going to NASCAR.
What's a
and
charter?
I need it explained to me like I don't know anything because I don't know anything.
Okay, no problem. The idea of a charter, what it is if you compare NASCAR to other sports. Let's take the NFL. Okay. If you wanted to start an NFL team, you could not just start an NFL
I can't
team.
just start one?
Right. You have to go through the NFL. They have to approve the location, all the owners, the committees. There's a whole big process. Okay. You know, by the time the Carolina Panthers came into existence, that had been in the works for several years before they finally took the field. But what do we call those? As a franchise. There are no franchises in NASCAR.
Okay.
Years ago, if you wanted to start a NASCAR team, you just could. Go ahead, reach in your checkbook, get a building, build some cars, hire your pit crew, show up at the racetrack. If you paid your entry fee and your car passed inspection, you were good to go.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
Now, what a charter does is it does not go with a franchise. NASCAR does not have franchises. However, when people would start a race team, and then eventually if they wanted to sell the race team, like most things, it wound up being a yard sale or a tag sale. You're selling things for pennies on the dollar. There was very little value to compare to what an owner originally put into it. Now, a word franchise that was nicknamed in NASCAR the F word
Mm-hmm.
because it's like we don't do franchises,
Right.
but a charter is kind of like a happy medium between where we were with the owners and where a franchise, not a franchise. However, the charters allow you to race for championship points and a different purse structure.
Oh my goodness. Now we're getting even farther into it.
Right. Yeah, there's more money. There's more money available
Okay.
to, there's a prize money for each race, which for some reason NASCAR decided to not make public anymore. We used to see all the prize money, like golf or tennis, like the
So
listing.
you don't see that anymore.
We don't see that anymore.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we used to know like what's the purse for the race and what everybody got first through last, the prize money they received. Now we don't know that. They keep that secret. However, so I don't know the exact numbers, but a charter, if you have a charter, which is where the value is, you're racing for a whole lot more money than someone without a charter. You can still do the old model. Mamie Lee wants to start a race team, go right ahead. If you don't have a charter, you can still show up, but your prize money for wherever position you finish is less than if you had a charter. There is the value of the charter. You don't have a franchise like the Carolina Panthers or an NFL franchise. NASCAR, there's no franchise, but you have a charter. It's of high value to a team. And this lawsuit with 2311, this is where, as I said before, Stevie Wonder saw this coming when they first started these charters. There's a lawsuit here because when you sign that charter, you get the money, but there's a whole lot that NASCAR gets in return. A lot of it is control. 2311, in a nutshell, didn't want to give up the control of their teams and their people to NASCAR. So that's where the issue was. And as the owners say, you are the only ones with, I'll paraphrase, air quotes, the guts to sue NASCAR and say this wasn't fair.
Got it. Man,
That's
well,
the
that's a
idea.
lot. That's a lot. But thank you. Yes, that
Drinking
really,
from a water hose there?
Yeah. I mean,
Spicy off
still,
season.
that is spicy. That's a lot though.
A whole lot.
That's a whole lot. So, do you feel like it's going to continue to like change and evolve? Do you think it'll ever go back to kind of the way that it was for NASCAR, or even as much as people kind of want it to go back?
Sadly, no.
No.
I don't think it'll ever.
It's just
going to
keep evolving and moving forward.
Yeah.
Like we're not going to go back.
I
No,
think
we're not
it's
gonna.
very interesting that they don't reveal the purse.
That's
winnings.
very. I had no idea. I had no idea.
We used to get a race report on Sunday night, Monday morning. You could see first through 43rd. When we used to start for what the winner got, what every position paid for prize money. Much like a golf tournament or a tennis match, those are the same type there, which go back to away from the charters, back to the race teams. You didn't work for NASCAR. You were an independent contractor. As a golfer, you don't work for the PGA. You're an independent contractor. You work for yourself. But the PGA would list prize money on Monday of where everybody finished in the golf tournament. NASCAR used to do the same thing with all the positions. Is the winner got this much, second place, third place, bang, the prize money. A few years ago, they stopped releasing that and they kept that under wraps.
Very interesting.
That is interesting.
I
That's
wonder
really
what the
interesting.
relationship is between purse, like driver who has pulled in the highest purse, and where they are in the end of season championship point rankings.
They used to release that as well, because the end of the season, the championship paid a lot, and then each position below that. And there was a time when that prize money was like gold to the drivers. Now I think they have contracts where they just get paid anyway.
That's what I was going to say. Do
plus
you
a
think they'll
percentage.
move more to like NFL where you just get paid
They
on a
are.
contract, and then, or like NBA or in the other sports where you get paid on a contract and like maybe you'll get a
Performance-based,
bonus maybe based on if you
They
make
have-
it, but
they
it's
have
not going to
those.
be like the prize money like for PGA where they're playing for the prize. Like they have
Yeah.
sponsors.
Right.
But
There's
I think it might move that way.
Yeah,
too.
that's pretty much where it is now. Where
Yeah.
a driver, basically the guy's running 30th, are making a whole lot of money.
Because like NASCAR, the way it originally started, and probably the way they did it was because these guys are just working regular jobs Monday through Friday.
Well, it used to
then,
be.
like way back in the day. I'm not saying
Yeah,
like 10 years ago,
1950s, 1940s,
but like they were
1950s,
working, and
yeah.
so then you're racing for prize money because
Right.
that was the only money you're going to get. You
That
weren't going
was
to get
it.
sponsors. You weren't going to
Yep.
get. You're just racing because you like to go fast.
NASCAR Hall of Famer Junior Johnson said in the 1980s, if my driver wants a raise, the gas pedal's on the right. You want more money? There it is. Go
Win a-
get
win a
it.
race.
Go win.
Win a
It's
race.
a tough line.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I like
is.
that.
But he had some of the legends. He had Cale Yarborough drive for him. He had Darrell Waltrip drive for him. He's got, I don't know how many championships as an owner. So he made money with the prize money. That was back in the day where drivers did not get paid a salary. They simply got a cut of the prize money. That's your paycheck.
Yeah.
So that was all you got. And, money being relative, there was still a good living to be made.
Sure.
Back in the 70s and 80s,
Right.
but it's just relative to prize money. But you didn't get a salary. That was it. You just got a percentage of whatever. You hit the wall on lap 1 and you're in the garage.
Yeah, you're out.
Sucks for you, man.
Yeah.
But the NASCAR got involved in that, and then they started giving bonus money, like the champion from one year would get paid a lot of money, but the following year, the champion would get paid for each race that they entered. And then the top 10 also got bonus. And then 11 through 20 from the previous year, they got bonus money. There was money for a pole position. There was money for leading the most laps.
Right.
So there was a whole lot of money,
A lot of incentive.
Right.
A lot of money out there.
Opportunity.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as soon as you give guys contracts, like contracts
And base,
become the
yeah.
90s, you got.
What do you think? They stopped working as hard to get to
Yes.
win once they
Yeah,
got the contract?
I got a story for it. Leave a driver's name out of this.
Okay.
I will leave the driver's
All
name
right.
out, but I know this because it came from him directly, a driver. Running for a race team. This is around 1999, 2000, right around that era. He said, if my car is not underneath me, I'm not going to bust my, quote, behind to go any
yeah.
harder. If I got a 20th place car, I'm gonna finish 20th. Because if you dig and you hustle that car, you can get up to 15, 14, 13, but you're probably going to not make 500 miles and be in the fence.
Mhm.
He says, if I got a 20th place car, I got a 20th place car. His salary, this is around 2000, was $1 million per year plus 40% of the prize money. So the money was not an incentive.
Yeah, if you're only getting 40% of it, right?
Well, 40% is actually a lot.
Oh, is that a lot?
That's a lot.
Okay, so they're not getting the new contracts. They're not getting that much.
Good question. Good
You
question.
don't know?
I don't know because I don't know. They start keeping that under wraps with the charters and not releasing the prize money. I don't know. This is back in the days when you got prize money. But with $1 million a year salary anyway, before you even take the green flag in the first race of the year, he had $1 million salary.
Right.
So he was making $1 million. And then the car probably in prize money was between $1 and $2 million per year. There's probably another $1 million. So he was a 20th to 30th place guy, $2 million a year. That's not too bad. So when that green flag drops on Sunday, was there a whole lot of incentive to get up there and go? If the car was set up right and it was fast, great. We can go up there and challenge for the win. But if we got car's not working right and it's 20th, I'm just going to see the checkered flag.
Collect. Yeah.
I've heard people mention similar things with like NFL football versus college football. Like college football players, well, now with NIL, maybe that's changed, but pre that, college football players worked a lot harder to play the game because they were trying to get that NFL contract. NFL players are like, oh, I got my 3-5 year whatever contract. I can just come and kind of move around and look like I'm doing something, but I'm going to make the money either way.
You see the heart and soul of a competitor when it's out there. You had like him or hate him, who had a great competitive, lovely soul was Tom Brady. I mean, he had what, 6 rings, was it? Or, how many different teams? He was there, a football passionate man.
Yeah.
He had last several rings, Super Bowl championships. Do you think he needed the money? He's been well off for decades. His grandchildren can't spend all of his money, but he wanted to win. And that's where you see a difference of athletes, I think. The college, they're looking at that carrot of those dollar figures. You're darn right, because they're getting paid zero now. Or ish, and, and they want that contract. And you get to the NFL, now you got a risk of injury, and you are getting paid like all the Carolina Panthers. We're rooting for them, but their record does not reflect that.
Right.
What if NFL went by paychecks of wins and losses?
Wins and losses,
like
they
NASCAR did back in 1984.
Yeah.
Your paycheck revolved
Prize
around
money game.
Yeah. You win. Here's what everybody gets. You don't win. Here's your check.
Absolutely. Well, Patrick Reynolds, thank you. We got a Home Ad Show coming up
Home
next.
Ad Show
It's been a
next.
while since we did a NASCAR 101, so I really appreciate that. Yeah,
was great.
so Home Ad up next. Looking forward to it.
I disguise my ignorance of the rest of the world with my expertise in motorsports.
We all have something that we can talk about for 30 minutes without stopping, and you just proved it there.
Yeah, always. I love hanging out with Good Morning LKN and you, Mamie. Thanks for having me
Absolutely.
in.
Looking forward to having back tomorrow. Justin will be back tomorrow, and we'll see you guys dark and early, 7:06.
7:06.
That is it. 844 Studio 4. Patrick Reynolds in the Home Ad Show. Up next. Love you, my kid.
Serving you better than ever before. 1059 100.7 WSIC, Statesville, Mooresville, North Charlotte.
DrumLandscapeSupply.com. DrumLandscapeSupply.com. DrumLandscapeSupply.com.
Honey, what are you doing?
Oh, I figured if I rubbed my lawn and said DrumLandscapeSupply.com, I'd have the dream lawn I've always wanted.